Hey guys, Jared here, and in today's tidbit, I'm going to be talking about how to tap into the emotion and the feeling of abundance. And, why is it so important to be able to tap into abundance? Well, the world we live in right now makes it really easy to tap into the feeling of lack, makes it really easy to tap into the feeling that you don't have enough because you're up against all these fake lives on social media. We're in a time where it's all about grinding, winning. Otherwise, you're a loser, and it's really hard to break out of that cycle. And when you could actually tap into the feeling of abundance, that's when the thoughts that you need to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish actually come to you. So if you're in the opposite of abundance, if you're feeling lack, that's when you're worried. You feel like you're losing things. No matter how much money you have, you could actually, I go through it myself oftentimes where I feel the emotion of lack. And I just feel like I'm losing all my money. And it's like, if you look at the numbers, it's obvious that that's not true. But it starts to actually attract those thoughts and eventually manifest those things into your life. So jumping ahead and tapping into the feeling of abundance is a solution for that. So there's a few points I want to make, but the first thing is that when you're in a low energy state, it's almost impossible to tap into any positive emotions. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if you listen to any of my other stuff, I talk about energy states pretty often, and being in a high energy state is when you're feeling good, you have good endorphins going through your body, it all starts with your physical body, right? If you're like moping around on the couch, watching TV, watching Netflix, and in the back of your mind, you're like, man, I wish I was able to achieve more. I wish I had more. You're in a low energy state, and you can't really do anything to change your thoughts or tap into the emotion of abundance when you're in that state, right? So it all starts with your physical body. Same thing as if you're sitting at your desk all day and you're grinding and you're tired and your body's been in the same position for 3, 4, 5 hours. It's pretty difficult to tap out of that lower energy state. Now, so it all starts with your physical body, right? So let's say you're feeling a low energy state, you have all these emotions of lack, you have negative thoughts, which eventually lead to negative actions, which lead to negative outcomes in your life. First thing you want to do is change your physical state. So what I like to do is, you don't have to go, necessarily dive into a cold plunge or, go run a marathon, but just get up, shake your body around, stretch, go for a walk, put on some good music. You'd be amazed at how much your thoughts change just from getting up, putting on some good music, and going for a walk. Seriously, if you're listening to this right now, you don't believe me, and you're not feeling so good, get up right now, put on your favorite playlist on Spotify, and fucking pump out a walk. See how you feel. Happened to me this weekend, actually. I had a business partner in town, in Austin, and we went out the night before, and I don't really drink anymore, but I had one too many drinks the night before. I woke up the next day feeling horrible. I ate 2 croissants just to avoid the hangover, and I was in bed, and it was 9:30, which is really late for me. I was watching YouTube videos, and I had a bunch of negative thoughts going through my mind. And the reason I tell you guys this is, I like to be vulnerable. It's true. I do this. I go through the same things as you. But the only difference is I know. So, and some of you guys know, but a lot of you guys don't know. So I decided I need to change my physical state. I got up. There was a beautiful walking trail behind my hotel. Popped on some music, drank a coffee, went for a walk, and all my thoughts magically changed. I started thinking more about how to better serve my community. I started getting out of that feeling of lack and moving into that feeling of abundance, because as my thoughts started changing, my emotions started changing. I started feeling better. I started feeling more joy, more love. And with those emotions comes the thoughts that you need to create an abundant life. So the first thing is, you want to change your physical state. The second thing is when you're in a better physical state and it changes your emotions and you're in a higher energy state because you changed your physical state, you want to crystallize a vision of what your life's going to look like, but really specifically. What's it going to feel like? What are your thoughts going to be? Who are you going to hang out with? How many kids are you going to have? Where are you going to live? What's the color of your house? What kind of car are you going to drive? What kind of business are you going to own? What type of interactions are you going to have with your associates? How many employees are you going to have? And when you're in a high energy state and you can tap into that, remember the feeling that you get when you tap into that. Because that is the feeling of abundance. That's your most abundant life, right? It's your crystal clear vision of where you want to be. How much more abundant does it get? So that's a separate exercise, but remember what that feeling is. For me, it's a feeling of space around me. It's a lot of energy around my body. It's a feeling of feeling strong and healthy. And when I can tap into that, plus changing my physical state, then the thoughts start to naturally come to me that I need to actually create a more abundant life. So let me backtrack a little bit. Let's say I'm sitting on the couch, feeling like an asshole, not doing anything, wishing I had something different than I had. What kind of thoughts am I going to have? I'm going to be thinking, man, I wish I had something different than I have. And I'm going to have thoughts and feelings of lack. And what's that going to create? That's going to create lack in my life. I'm going to go through bad cycles. Now I get up, pop on some music, go for a walk, feel good, feel love, feel gratitude, feel joy. Remember what that feeling of abundance felt like when I tapped into my vision. Now what kind of thoughts are going to come through me? How to better serve my community? What can I create? What can I give? What can I do that's better? And that is abundance. So tapping into abundance allows the thoughts you need to create the life you want. And it's really simple. It's change your physiology. Remember the feeling of your vision. And if you guys enjoyed that, let me know. Let me know what you want me to speak on next. I'll be checking my emails as regularly as possible. And if you guys aren't on my email list, make sure you sign up. And anything I could do to help, that's what the mission of this whole thing is, guys. So anyway, you guys have a beautiful day.